read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Quote that, read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Y'all rock the body. How so much power coming out my body. I can turn water to the potent yayin. Wish we had this when they smoked the Mayans. Quote that, read that, folks is lying. They never gon' teach rules written by them. They know the outcome don't provoke the lion. It's potent, so focus and don't deny it. I just take a hit and I'm choking by it. The Lord got smoke for the Goyim tyrants. They gon' get hit when your boy inspired. The Lord made bitches with the words of Kayam. They live by the sword, so they dying by it. And I speak the word with the sword of fire. We above the birds, we are ordered higher. The border deserve the fire, like quote that, read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Quote that, read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Yabaraka Yadi. Feel the spirit moving through my soul and body. Everything I touch turn to gold and probably. If I stay in the spirit, I behold the godly. People learn to God when they strolling by me. Get a hold of God when I'm holding Bobley. Wrapped in a word like it's Cole and Mari. Cause I stay in this place like Cole and Tommy. Bold in the face of the Roman century. Molding my sons to be my own infantry. Protecting my wife when I hold her gently. Teaching my daughter how to know a mission. But sometimes I slip. And I lose my grip. And I lose my wisdom. So that's why I do this. I quote that, read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Quote that, read that, stay in the book. When I leave home, I stay in the book. When my spirit low, I stay in the book. When I need more, I stay in the book. When I need I stay in the book. When I need to grow, I stay in the book. When I feel low, I stay in the book. I stay in the book. I stay in the book. Quote that, read that. Black skin, black songs, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black stones, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black stones, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black stones, black Jesus, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, what up, black music. How you know my two opposites come together? Carbonated bonds bringing suns together. Black light shim down through Absalom. Scatter worldwide, but we one together. My toasters, image of God. Melanated vibes keep the spirit inside. Separated tribes till the spirit revives. So we raised by the sun, you get blazed by the sun. Sunscreen, no need for that. If you ain't got Z's, no need to chat. We get that water so deep, we breathing that. You getting washed by the word, no need for pastor. Bring back them sheep to pasture. Can't wait for the feast to happen. They bugged out from the trees they eat. Halakada wide road, man, we on the small street singing. Black skin, black songs, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black stones, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black stones, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black stones, black Jesus, black music, black music, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, what up, black music, black music, what up, black music, black Zephaniah 2 and 1. And you know we had where them shooters from. Even though we pack like chewing gum, you tryna be by yourself like Eric Carmen. We got more than hair in common. Used to love like her in common. It's all a blur, these words are comments. Living water in my words and comments. You ain't never learned a word in college. That's why we always posted on the curb in projects. When you black like us, you deserve the knowledge. When you act like us, they observe you probably. Black niggas preaching you the father seed. It's in the books the forefathers couldn't read. They bugged out from the trees they eat. Halakha wide road, man, we on the small street singing. Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music.
Hey, shalom, 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 Ashar Shabbat, shalom, praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Most High God, the name in Christ, bless you, Thawada Yahweh, Thawada Yahweh, Thawada Yahweh, Thawada Yahweh Shai, Thawada to all y'all who's here this morning, who's alive, man, still in the spirit, who's still pushing forward, pushing through, Thawada to the Most High for all of that, man, for everything. Thawada. Throw them Thawadas in the chat. They know how we do this. Sabbath morning brew. Your brother Aharon, man. If you don't know, now you know. Hey, man, we had to talk about the Most High God. We had to talk about life in general. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be getting into, you know I'm going to get into the Bible. You know I got a lot of precepts. But I'm going to be getting into some statistics and some other things that we might not know about. Have a conversation with you guys. We love your participation. We're gonna be getting into voting, man. Calling an election show is the name of the class. We're gonna be getting into why we shouldn't vote, man. You know, this is the election season, right? They've been hitting me up. I got mad text messages on my phone from Kamala Harris, from Trump, from all of these people harassing me, literally harassing me, trying to get my vote, trying to get me to get out there and violate literally the laws of God. Yo, man, it's an abomination. And we're going to be going through a lot of these different things that this government and society has been doing. You want my vote, but it took you, I don't know how many years for us to get the chance to even vote. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need our vote then. You know, the Democrats feel like they got us in their pocket. You know, we got to work for them. We got to do what they say because they for us, which is crap. We ain't doing that and we ain't about that. We're going to talk the truth to life today. We're going to speak on the Bible. We're going to speak about what's really going on in society. It's so many things that I probably can't even touch on because there's so many things happening. Hey, look, man, it's wars everywhere getting started. You see it. You see China and Russia getting together, North Korea and Russia and China, they all doing joint missions and practicing, ready to smash America at any given time. You know, Iran and Israel, all these places is going to war, man. You know, and I was just reading on the scripture. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it now because this is what I was studying this morning. I was in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. And I'm going to read verse 18 for y'all before I really get into it. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the beginning, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Hey, listen, what shall we do when these evils come, man? I got 2 garbage bags of political propaganda. I know that's right, sis. Be throwing them straight in the trash. I'll be trying to shred them up because they be having my name and stuff on them, but it's when I see it turn my stomach. I don't listen. The fact of the matter, let's get to it. Let's get to the scriptures, man. Let's get into the lesson because I got a lot to talk about. Hey, man, I hope you're having a blessed week. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God bless you and guide you. We pray that the Most High God move throughout our lives, move throughout this lesson. We get edification, you know what I'm saying? And we can keep on the right path towards him, get closer and closer to him. Thawada Yahweh, Thawada Yahweh. Hey, yo, listen, don't vote. Don't vote. If you don't know, now you know. It is a sin for our people to vote for anybody, put anybody over us who is not our people. And that's going back to Deuteronomy 17 and 15. It says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shall thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. It's crazy because you got scriptures that say, stranger, and we can rationalize some stranger scriptures are actually talking about us, going into a different tribe or a different part of the 12 tribes. We can become a stranger at times. But this is very specific. It's talking about your brother. You cannot set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. See the difference? The Most High God is specific with this. He told Moses, listen, this is how you got to move. We should not vote put anybody over us. And look at the candidates right now. You got Trump. You got Kamala. Shoot, y'all ran and voted for Obama. None of them is our people. None of them has ever been our people. They've never been for us. They never actually stood up. And actually, Kamala even says, why would I do something for black people? Why? She even came out and said that. So we know this information, but they almost like try to shame you to vote. They got this new thing. I don't know if you heard, but this new thing is out now. They're saying from now on, they're going to be able to look in your past records to see, have you voted? And I'm pretty sure they're going to be seeing who you voted for. I thought that was always like a private thing, but now it's going to be public record to be able to look up your name and see, have you voted over the last few years? Now they are trying to scare you into voting. That's right, man. They're trying to scare us into voting. Listen, Isaiah 45:4 says, for Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. We are the elect. You want to elect somebody else over the elect? Think about that. You want to elect somebody else over the elect? The only person who could be over the elect is Christ and the Most High God, man. Obviously, the Most High God first. Christ, and then the elect, man. Why are we putting anybody else in position over us? When somebody's over you, you know what you're going to get? A face full of crap. Because when it's too much for them, what they going to do? They're going to let loose. Famine, plagues, wars, prison sentences, shot dead in the street, GMO and fake foods. They're giving you all of that. They're giving you all of that, man. That's all because we bowing down to the people that's over us. Hey, I'm going to the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus. Shalom, shalom, everybody's coming in the building. The book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19. I want to read verse 20 through 22, right? It says, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. And in all wisdom is the performance of the law. And the knowledge of his omnipotency, that's all knowing, man. The knowledge of him being able to all powerful, all knowing, you know what I'm saying? That's knowledge right there. If a servant say to his master, I will not do so, it's like I will not do as it pleases thee, thou afterward he do it, he angereth him that nourishes him. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of the sinner prudence. Why did I bring this out, right? We made a commitment to the Most High God that we was going to abide by his law, statutes, and commandments. So if we did that and then we turn our back and say, yo, listen, now we're going to set this voting thing. We're going to go because they gave us this opportunity to do so. We will be pissing the Most High God off. We will be making him angry and mad. The wisdom of this world is not wisdom of the Most High. It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. Those same people who's trying to get you to vote and shame you to vote, that wisdom that they're giving you is not prudence. Let's get into the word prudence. The knowledge of wickedness is not prudence, right? So the definition of prudence, the ability to govern and discipline oneself. That knowledge from a sinner, that is not helping me discipline myself. It's going to actually going to be the reverse effect. It's going to have me going on a path of darkness, lawlessness, confusion. You know what I'm saying? Following after people that I don't know, ways I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we are today. That's where we are today. 2nd Esdras 7:20, classic precept. I'm going to read that down to 24. Classic. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of God that is set before them. We know the law. We try to learn it, but we push that to the side because they told us we don't have to do that no more. We don't have to do that no more. We say you're going to vote for yourself in the fire. Hey, that's crazy. You're going to vote yourself into hell, into destruction. That's what you're going to end up doing. because what you're doing is dismissing the words of God, right? Verse 21 in that second edit, chapter 7. But God hath given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. We should put our own selves over our own selves, our own people over us to avoid punishment. That's why we got the school to prison pipeline now. They don't care about us. That's why we spend all of our money. We can't retain a dollar. All of our money go right back into their system. That's why they don't care about giving you PPPs and all types of. Look at how many people getting locked up now for that. They don't care. They'll give it to you. Run it back. Run it back. Go buy your big screen TVs in your cars. Run it right back to them. And that's what they want you to do. Verse 22, nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things. Brothers and sisters might not be speaking against, well, some people are. They might not be speaking specifically against the Most High God, but they don't know God. So in their mind, they're thinking that this is the God that they build their God. And this is who they're talking about. But they don't know who God truly is because they don't read these scriptures, man. They don't go and search and find out the truth for the Most High God. The Most High God is a terrible power, a jealous God. You put anybody over him, it's going to be wrath and punishment. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened in Egypt. You see what happened to all them nations coming out of Egypt. Hey, man, what we doing? Yo, them vain things, imagining vain things. Imagine that this person that's in office can help us. The position of power can elevate us, can elevate our children and our loved ones. We can get better health care. They don't care about you. If you ain't got no bread, your skin color matters. It's crazy. Verse 23 says, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways, but his law have they despised, and denied his covenants. In his statutes have they not been faithful, and not performed his works. Amen. Yo, we have been in that place. And what we have been doing, even voting, even putting people in positions over us, following after their path and their lead, it has been idolatry. That's exactly what it is. Let me bring out a couple of these scriptures to prove the point, right? I'm going to get 30:1 in Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but out of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. We bring that scripture out all the time. But verse 2, that walk down to Egypt, and we know Egypt is a place of bondage, right? So, right where we at today, you know, that walk down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Oh, shoot, I ain't seen this guy in a minute. What's up, man? Let me bring you up on here. Shalom.
Yo, shalom, man. That's shalom. How you doing, man?
Hey, this brother woke up early in the morning. All praise to the Most High.
Just for you, man.
All praises. That's what I'm talking about. Brothers love me, man.
Just for you.
Most High God is awesome. Hey, man, I'm be talking about voting, man. I know you got experience because you out there in Cali. You had experience dealing with Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? She's not our people, but they kind of like trying to force our vote and make us vote for them, man. How you feel about that before we go back into the scripture?
Man, Kamala, she was actually, my wife used to intern for her when she worked in San Francisco. And there's a bunch of stories I could tell y'all, but she definitely don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? She is the weed. So weed is, well, at the time it wasn't legal, but she would put more of our people in jail for like the littlest size of weed. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if y'all heard the stories, but she would hide evidence of people not committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? People not guilty. And she would hide the evidence so they can stay in jail longer. Right? Y'all can look that up, man. I don't know the exact cases, but she did that quite a few times. But she locked up more of us than anybody else. And then I don't know if y'all know about truancies, right? So while she was the I believe the state attorney, she came out with what's the word, a creed or a decree, saying if your kid misses a certain amount of days of school, that you could be arrested, or you were going to be arrested and sent to jail for a certain amount of time, because your kid wasn't going to school or he missed those days, you know. So yeah, she wicked, man. She wicked.
Hey, man, and this is the wicked society she represents. You know what I'm saying? When you represent wickedness, you know what I'm saying? It follows you. It literally follows you, man. You see it in the fruits of your doings. You know what I'm saying? Even the scriptures tell you you're known by your fruit. That's crazy. Me and the Bible was talking about that this week. You're known by your fruit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go back to Isaiah 30, man. You want to read something for me?
Yeah, that's cool. Hold up.
Yeah, read Isaiah 30 and 2 and 3 for me, man. Baba Kashab.
Isaiah 30.
Shalom, shalom, shalom to everybody in the building. Shalom, all praise to the Most High. I'm glad y'all could make it. I got a letter from my kid's school. What you saying? My doctor? I left my kid's school stating that at the beginning of this school year. Yo, man, it's on.
It's crazy.
On. Yo, listen, you might want to consider homeschooling if you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As we move in that direction now, man. The propaganda is going crazy.
Yep. You said Isaiah 30 and 2?
Yeah, 30 and 2 and 3. The water.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's right. And that's exactly what's happened today. What are we doing? What is the scripture talking about? They were going back into Egypt to ask for help, ask for assistance. We left Egypt, but that's what we're doing today. Mentally, spiritually, we're leaving our bondage, man. We're coming back to the Most High, but we still dependent on the same captors, the same prison guards, the same people who have been persecuting us for help and assistance. We go in there bending the knee with our hand out, begging our oppressors for help, just because they send you a couple people that look like you. What Eliel say? Those always skin to you, not always kin to you. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the lines he like to use. A lot of these people out here are not you. They not like us, right? They not like us, man. They not you. They do things for their personal agendas and the agendas for the people that are the true puppet masters. You know who she married to.
Yeah.
I don't even gotta say the names. You know what's going on. Listen, man. Let me bring some. Damn, I'm going all over the place, but I want to bring this out, right? The U.S. this year has given $24.4 billion to Ukraine, about 11 billion, over 11 billion to Israel this year. Why? When the people who are struggling from those storms that just hit can barely get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't care about you. This place is literally a prison. This is Egypt. It's a prison. Those people who think they live in luxuriously, you just got a little bit better, a better prison place than the most majority of us. You know what I'm saying? You got a better step. You know what I mean? You still subject to payment, subject to the authorities. Look at Puff. Look at all the different people that they'll come and get at a moment's notice.
Yep.
That's
the 13th Amendment, man.
Hey, that's crazy. I was just thinking about that earlier, and most high willing, I'm gonna touch on that a little later. Not too much, but a little bit later. You can dive into that. Hey, listen, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23 says, "For God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death in the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. Envying the devil brought us death, and it continues to do so." These people are deceivers, and that's what the devil truly means. They deceive us. They deceive us with promises of the American dream. Right. Buy a home, being able to be successful, raise your kids in peace. You can't send your kids outside without giving them a stern lesson on how to deal with certain situations, or you might die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to be prepared when you send your kids to school, because there might be a school shooter coming up in there.
Right.
or a child molester walking around as a teacher.
Yo, Salakia, speaking on that, you know, so you know where I stay at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, when you look on, you know what Megan's Law is?
No, break it down. Explain it.
So Megan's Law is basically a website where you can look to see if there's child molesters in your, or no, I'm not gonna say child molesters. I'm gonna say sex offenders, right, in your area. And in a 2-mile radius, there's 15 sex offenders
Wow,
in my area.
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be scary.
2-mile radius. Yeah, man. And like I be telling my kids, like, yo, if y'all go to the park, y'all stay together, y'all walk together. You know what I'm saying? Don't separate. You know what I mean? So I let my kids go to the park, but together, right? And this park only like 3 blocks up the street. But anyway, yeah, that website shows the sex offenders that live in your area, man. So I just be, teaching my kids to keep your head on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? When you see cars driving by, make sure if they stop in front of you or on the side of you, whatever it is, you run to somebody's house, knock on the door, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just being precautious, know your sense of direction, you know what I'm saying? How you get home, all that stuff, Yeah, man.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, Shalom to Fierce Fighter 973, the new sub. Shalom, all praise to the Most High God. Wadi Yahweh for you. Hey, man, that's crazy though, man. Like I said, man, it gotta be scary for a brother with 2 daughters, man. I don't know, man. I'd be like, yo, why are you in my neighborhood? Like in your neighborhood is not cheap. Like, so
yeah.
I don't know, man. Hey, listen, man. We're back into the lesson, man. The devil means deceiver, man. This whole society is built on deception to make us comfortable with doing everything that's contrary to what the Most High God told us to do. Some of the same actions we do today, we were doing pre-flood. Even after the Most High God cleansed the earth, that spirit still came back on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And we still battling and fighting that spirit of confusion, that spirit of vain philosophy, that spirit of idolatry, adultery, religions, and government. All of those things that wasn't instituted by the Most High God to rule over his chosen people.
Right.
We're supposed to be in those positions, but because of our denial of him and of his ways and of his laws, we allowed all of this to happen, man. We allowed all of this to happen, a place of confusion. And we cannot continue to push this going by voting for other people, by giving them our power. We can't continue to give them our power. I feel adamant about that, man. The purpose of these nations, the purpose of these governments is to corrupt us and to keep us corrupted. Because as long as we're kept corrupted, we can't retain our power.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're kept corrupted, we can't retain our power, man. So we got to remove ourselves out of that. We have to. Let me get Revelations 18:1. Let's read that down to verse 5.
It's Revelations chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was delighted with his glory.
His lighting?
Lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with the strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
We know that Babylon means confusion, right? This place has to be Babylon. Like, this is so much confusion here. And if it's not, tell me where it is, please. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, think about it. Not even just spiritually, but physically. I was confused for 30 plus years. Why do you how I wasn't confused like that I didn't go off and do nothing crazy? You know what I'm saying? The why do you how I'm still intact. But the fact of the matter is, man, the confusion is everywhere.
Selling cigarettes. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. This brother right here. Come on, let's continue to read.
Oh shoot. Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Slack it.
For all nations.
Slack it. Of habitation of devils. Now we were just talking about that. Habitation of deceivers. That's what's been happening. A habitation of deceivers. And it starts in those positions of power, those people that we see. We have the people behind the scenes that are manipulating and pulling the strings.
Mm-hmm.
And you have those puppets. That's the deception. They smiling. They're giving you the bringing up people, your favorite artists. They part of the deception. From Jay-Z to everybody else in the line, down the line. They're part of the deception. Don't think about the things that we're doing to you. Think about what you could possibly be. How rich you could possibly be. How famous you could possibly be. But you know what? You give me this, that, and the third, and I'll allow you to have that. This is what this place is. Go ahead, continue to read.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Flock it, stop right there for a second. So, I brought this out in a lesson with, I think the first Passover, I ran through this whole chapter. It says, all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication. Wine is another name for doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Following after their path. All the other nations, particularly the Edomite nations that are left on this earth, and we all know who those nations are. You know what I'm saying? They are literally lock in step with America, following after their path, in alliances with them, confederacy with them, and one way or another, they all have Israelites in those lands who they suppress. England, France, a lot of other nations, they have Israelites in those lands, embedded in the lands with the people who they suppress. And more than just those nations, shoot. You could go to East India. You could go to, what's the place of the Polynesians? You can go all around the world. We are scattered throughout the earth. And we have been oppressed throughout this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's a confederacy. We see that in Psalms 83. We see that every day of our lives, man. You can make it out the hole. You can make it out the hole into a cage. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could have a 360-degree view of things.
Not even that.
Infinity pools. Right. But you're still in the cage, bro. You still gotta pay. One wrong move, what they do to Kanye, one more move, you went from a billionaire to you a bug out now. You crazy.
Mm-hmm. So I don't see or understand how people say, oh no, I'm not a slave, or we're not in captivity. Bro, you got the last name of your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, well, you can go change that. Well, who do I have to go go change it? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it, how people don't see like we still here, we in captivity, or we still POWs. You know what I'm saying? Prisoners of war.
Yeah.
But
Stockholm
system. Yeah.
Let's finish. Oh yeah, but I want to hit that last part, right? The merchants of the earth wax rich through the abundance of their delicacies. So what's happening here? We get in food. Majority of the food we get comes from across other countries. You know what I'm saying? We get stuff from China like crazy. We pay them so much money to feed us crap that they won't even feed themselves.
Right.
You go over to Europe, the same ingredients in our food is not in their food. I look at a bag of chips and I'm trying to get away from it. So I'm trying to look at all the ingredients. And it's like the ones with the less ingredients, that's what I'm trying to go for. Because all of these things is crazy. What is this? I don't even understand. Fructose and macinate. And I'm saying the wrong words, but chloride.
Yeah.
What are you talking? I can't even. Is this English? What is this?
Right.
I don't want this in my food. Are you killing me? But that's what they give to prisoners, right? They give them slop. They give them bull crap. They give them whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they be giving us, man. They making rich off them delicacies too. Let's hit 4 and 5 real quick, and we're gonna move on.
God, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
And that's what's happening, man. The sins of this place are actually reaching up to the Most High God, the Wadi Yahweh, the Wadi Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be having to deal with these things everywhere, and sometimes mistakenly even be partakers of these foods and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Because I don't even know, like what who could all say if they change some of the ingredients, they don't have to call it pork. Yeah, because a lot of these things have pork in it. They literally trying to pollute us. So the Wadi Yahweh for his mercy, man. But the Most High God said, come out of her, come out of this place, come out of these ways and this thought process, come out of these things, man. This is Babylon. This is a place of confusion. Don't vote for it. Come out of it. Say that again because that rhyme. Don't vote for it. Come out of it, man. Come out of there. Don't push it forward with the agenda that they want pushed, because they're gonna have you on their roll, on their paper, as you voted for XYZ moving forward. You're a supporter of our movements. No, I'm not.
Oh man.
What you had?
No, I just wanted to go to a classic scripture, man. I don't know if you had this on the list or not, but it's Lamentations.
Of course I did.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even gonna read it.
Lamentations 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I did.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna read it then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. We're gonna go there because there's more we're gonna talk about. I'm getting into a lot of things today. That's, like I said, this lesson is not gonna be like the usual lesson, even though I got a million precepts.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
We're gonna touch on some of the laws of immorality, some of the laws on things that we shouldn't be doing. Go to Leviticus 18. We're gonna read on some of that, some of these things, and we're gonna talk about what's happening in this society, why we shouldn't be a part of it. That's what we're gonna talk about today. And any of y'all experiences, drop it in the chat, please. I see y'all been doing that. Continue with your participation. Drop it in the chat. I'm reading them. Believe me. You know what I mean? So let's start at verse 1 in Leviticus 18 down to verse 5.
Con, this is Leviticus 18:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God. After doing of the lands of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Ye shall not, Salaki, ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God. Keep going.
Verse 5.
God. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord.
Con, we're gonna go down to verse 20, but give me a second. All right, so the Most High God is telling us, man, when we came out of Egypt, you shouldn't continue to be like the Egyptians. When we moving into the land of Canaan, we shouldn't take on the ways of the Canaanites. Spiritually, hearken on to what I'm saying, because this is actually talking about what happened in the past. But we literally are in the land of Egypt today. Mm-hmm. And we're in the land of Egypt, and we're surrounded by a whole bunch of other nations that are forcing their ways on us. So the Most High God said, don't go after the way of the Canaanites when you go into, don't go after the way to all these other nations out here when we come into this land. You know what I'm saying? Stop following after the ways of Egypt, the ways of those same people who were your enemies, who had you in captivity. Stop following after these ways. This is the law. Listen, I like to get spiritual, and I can be practical with it too. We're talking about what happened coming out of Egypt. Don't get it twisted. But spiritually, let's think about this and compare it to our situation, what we're going through today. We have to consider that Christ was a spiritual person. He brought the spirit of the text out. We could do the same in this time, not even changing or adding to it. But you consider it and you think about it. Let's get to verse 20.
Verse,
It don't matter where we at with this, right? Let's get that verse 20. Shalom, aristocrat in the building. I'm gonna see you in a couple hours. Shalom.
Shalom, Adawan. Verse 20. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her.
Yo, it's a law that you should not lie with a married woman, but society is pushing it. That's the way you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not cool if you don't do that. And most of the songs in our communities, like, yo, you not the man if you don't smash that guy's chick. What they say, Mr. Steal Your Girl. I haven't even heard Trey songs in so daggone long.
Man, yeah.
But that was the thing for a long time, and it never ended. You don't hear nobody outside of the Israelites making music talking about, yo, that's dead. Yo, nah, you ain't stealing nobody's girl. I don't want defiled land. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be on something that somebody done dumped their trash in and kicked out and threw away. I don't want that. Like, or somebody, I don't want that. Where we seeing that at? Where's our leaders? Where the people at, the brothers at who's leading the charge the right path, bro? You looking at them. Like, not even being funny saying it's me, but it's the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
From brothers, brothers hate camps. But them brothers in them camps is the ones that giving this information, is constantly putting it out there. Maybe they're not doing it perfectly. Maybe they're not doing everything perfect. But brothers is trying. Sisters is trying, helping and assisting, moving forward, pushing brothers to the forefront that they can get out there and teach and push this word and wake up our brothers and sisters and kill the narrative of Mr. Steal Your Girl and sleeping with other people's wives.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way we're supposed to be moving, right?
God.
It says, what do I have here? It says a woman says when it has been cool to choose to have multiple sex partners. I don't know, sisters in the chat, is it cool for y'all to have multiple, even in the world, was it cool for y'all to sleep with multiple men? I knew a woman who slept with multiple dudes in a day.
Salakia. Now they've been doing this, but they trying to say numbers don't matter. So, like, basically, if a woman sleep with 100 men, that shouldn't matter to the guy that's trying to talk to her. It's crazy, man. It's nuts.
Hey, listen, I respect your past being your past. I respect being a new creature in Christ. I do. But everybody's saying it's never been cool. This has never been cool. So y'all sisters also have to push that out to other sisters, new sisters coming up. Y'all gotta kill that. You pick a dude, that's your man. You can't mess with nobody else. You can't be flirting and sleeping and having sex with him. You can't do that. Listen, we teaching it, but y'all gotta lead the charge for the other sisters to be the example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is something that y'all can do, practical things that my sisters can do to help push this righteous agenda forward. I mean,
like you said, it starts with the sisters, but it also, the sisters have to push it to the kids, right? Boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was taught, if you was taught, if all of us was taught at a young age that the man or woman that you sleep with is supposed to be your wife, we wouldn't have no, or your wife or your husband, we wouldn't have no baby mama drama, no baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? We would have chose wisely who we lay down with. You know what I'm saying? But it starts in the home, obviously, and we got to teach our kids that you valuable. You're both kids, both boys and girls.
That's right.
Right? You valuable, man.
Hey, look, how many times you watch the show and the dude be like, you are not the father, or the woman judge be like, you are not the father. Hey, it's entertainment now to see that.
Yeah.
It's entertainment from Maury to all them shows back in the day. You are not the father.
Jerry Springer.
Entertainment to see it. But it's happening every day. And some of these people just don't ever find out.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to the point where some brothers don't even want to know.
Man,
I don't even want to know.
that's what make people go crazy, man.
Man. Hey, what usually happens is one sin leads you down the path to another. You know, and this world is offering easy explanations and excuses, you know, on how you can continue off in those sins, man. Let's hit 21.
It's Leviticus 18 and 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech.
So, to my understanding, this was a sacrifice of our children as an offering to an idol or to a god. And abortion is the same thing in today's society. In order to keep your lifestyle that we have been accustomed to, we are willing to sacrifice our children for the thrills of this world. That, you know, though it won't stop me, you know, it's always, well, for a long time, it was a thing. If you get pregnant early on, you can't go to college. You get pregnant early on, you're automatically going to be on welfare. You know what I'm saying? Like your life is over, your life is done. That's not true anymore, I don't think. I don't feel like that's true anymore because a lot of different things and helping factors. It makes it easier for you to get pregnant earlier. It makes it easier to get pregnant out of wedlock. Makes it easier to continue to commit those sins. So people are not really telling you, oh, maybe y'all be a little disappointed, but like, okay, I'll just raise the child for you, and you go ahead and go to the parties and smoke weed and drink and have a great time, live your life. Matter of fact, give me 2 or 3 more grandchildren. That's what's happening in this society today. They making excuses for the women, for the guys. Oh, you got a baby. You not taking care of your child. Nah, dude's not saying that. Oh, what are you doing? What's up with the kid? Oh, yeah, that baby not even mine. Oh, word, I knew that. You ain't got no DNA test. You was smacked every which way. You was tearing her down. Now the baby ain't yours. You said
I just seen this clip yesterday that this mom, her 12-year-old or 13-year-old daughter was pregnant, and she was just she confronted her daughter, but her daughter was like, okay, and I'm pregnant, so what? And I'm like, damn, that's crazy, man. My daughter come here, man, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna call you collect, man. I'm gonna call you collect, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna put just enough money on your books so you can
call. Man, put some money on your book. I mean, put some money on my books, man.
You know how I do it. You know how I do it.
Oh, man.
OJ asks for better. You know, but that's what's going on out here, though, man. They're making it acceptable to be in sin even at a young age. You know, even with the sex gender thing, and we're gonna touch on that a little bit later too. But it make it acceptable. You have to accept it. Little as young as 6 years old can pick their own gender. All praise to the Most High God, sis. He said, my husband and I met as teenagers and had 6 children. We're still going strong. We with the struggles, but we kept our love alive. Hey, man, that's beautiful, sis. I ain't gonna hold you. That's amazing. That's a blessing from the Most High God.
God.
Hey, man, everybody don't get those opportunities and those chances, man. So I advise you, I think the Most High God every day. You know what I'm saying? Even for the trials. Hey, all right, so this part is a report from publicdiscourse.com. It's titled "Abortion's Devastating Impact Upon Black Americans." Right? I'm reading you some statistics. It says, in the inconvenient truth of Black genocide significantly decreased the potential Black population of Georgia, specific, over the last 50 years. Of course, because I live in Atlanta, if y'all don't know. So this is why I'm pulling out this particular report. According to the recent Centers of Disease Control, the CDC, African Americans constitute 32.2% of Georgia's population, but 62.4% of abortions in Georgia are performed on African American women. On a contrast, whites constitute 60.8% of the population and only 24% of abortions. So they have a higher percentage of the populations, but a lower percentage of abortions. We have a lower percentage of population and a crazy high percentage of abortions. They made it easier to go to Planned Parenthood, to go get the morning after pill. They're making it easier to get rid of killing that child, sacrificing that child over to the fires of Molech. What the Bible's talking about if you think it's spiritual. This place is an abomination. This place is Babylon, a place of confusion. It's easier to kill your child than to raise your child. Yo, I think that's crazy to me, but it might not be crazy to everybody. It's easier to kill your child than to raise your child. I mean, I don't know. You don't want to have love of your child and hopefully your child be in your life, you get to see the grandchildren. And I'd rather just I'd rather just top this pill and don't even think about it.
No. And that's what one of the policies, because ain't no telling what she running on, but one of the policies that Kamala is trying to put in place. You know, they got that whole movement, my body, my choice. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember in New York, where you at, they just passed something that said,
where I'm from. Yeah.
Huh?
Where I'm from.
Yeah. And they just passed something that I read not too long ago that you can abort the baby up to, I think it was 8 months, between 6 and 8 months. And I'm like, yo, this is a full-size grown baby damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what's going on? This place is wicked, man.
They're going to force you to have a miscarriage? Like what are they doing? Like,
dude, I don't know, man.
And,
but
and
yeah. No, I was gonna say, you know, and this is what Kamala is trying to push with the women. You know, your body, your choice. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, and she's winning a lot of women on that perspective. You know, and it's just crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah, kind of. That's crazy. Hey, we got some national stats too, right? Nationally, the Centers of Disease Control point out that nearly half of all pregnancies among Black women end in abortion. That's crazy. 472 per 1,000. That's according to the CDC. I'm gonna read that number again. 472 per 1,000. While among white women, only 16% of pregnancies are aborted. 161 per 1,000. Yo, we are subject to the agenda that's been pushed in this community, in this society. We are the target. Yes, this is the prison. This is a prison. But we are targeted in this prison as the lowest of the low. Experimented on, tested on. You know, they wouldn't even be able to have some of the information or wisdom of the OBGYN community if it wasn't what they did to our sisters during the time of slavery.
Right.
Experiments and poking and prodding and dissecting and killing and destroying. They want to destroy your wombs. They want to destroy our ability to reproduce. Because their society and their people are becoming less and less. Their numbers are dying off. They're not producing like they used to. And they try to do that in Egypt. What did they try to do to us in Egypt? Kill the firstborn child, right? They want to kill the boy, kill all the man child, kill the kids. You know what I'm saying? You know they was trying to take our women.
Yep.
You know they was trying to do that.
They did. I'm sure.
They were doing it. And this is what the same thing they doing today. This is the same place that you voting and pushing your and willing to fight for and die for. I was in the military in this damn place. I was confused. My wife was in the military. A lot of my brothers and sisters, Jonathan was in the military. A lot of us was in the military. We got brothers in this truth who was on the police force, who weren't, you know what I'm saying, and changed their ways. But the fact of the matter is, they were confused. And I'm not knocking a brother and sister who made that career choice, because we done it. We did what we had to do. But the fact of the matter is, it's a confusion fighting for people who don't give a damn about you. You want to fight. You want to risk your life for weapons of mass destruction. They ain't killing me. I don't own them Twin Towers. I don't mean to say it like that. Where Antonio say they don't vote. They don't vote is based off of who has more biblical principles. They always say, I'm going with the lesser of the two evils. Don't utilize the Bible to measure what's good and evil. That's what they do. I'm going with the lesser of two evils. I have to make a choice.
No, you don't.
Oh, you do. You have to make a choice not to go with the system, not to go with the status quo. You have to make a choice. Choose the Most High God or choose death. You got to make a choice for sure. Deuteronomy 30 says that. Choose ye this day. But the choices they make it seem like what Antonio was talking about. You don't have to make those choices the lesser.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pick any of the evils. How come I can't pick the good? How come that can't be an option for me? Because there's no place when the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked is ruling this thing. Oh, we're under siege. We're under siege, man. We're willing participants in our own destruction right now. Let me read this right quick, right? Deuteronomy 28 and 53. Matter of fact, can you read it for me, Baba? No. I thought I kind of might have wanted you to stay there. You can go there.
Deuteronomy what?
28 and 53. These are one of the curses, right? And I'm gonna be spiritual with this too. Because to be honest with you, to be 1,000% honest with you, this curse actually came true in 2 Kings chapter 6. But let's read it and see if we can get spiritual with it real quick.
Come on, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee, in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee.
That's right. In the siege, we've been distressed, right? And in a particular situation in 2 Kings, we literally had to eat our babies because we couldn't have any food. But in the situation right now, thinking spiritual, we're under siege by a nation that hates us. And we don't literally eat the children. Shoot, we might. The kids that they take and they kidnap. How many kids been kidnapped over the last couple of years? We've been seeing posters and pictures. It's probably always been like that, but we got the internet. We seeing it. We can push it. We might be eating our damn kids. I might, we talk about it. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
You can have that conversation because little Jane is still gone. Bobby is still gone. Tyreek is still gone. We can't find them. What happened to him? We know you're still in the body parts. Where the body at? Chopped up in your ground beef. And you wonder why you sick with that sickness disease. You eating your daggone kids, your family's kids.
Right.
But say what you gonna say? No,
I was gonna say, especially the people that that's in the world and still eating pork. Ain't no telling. They might steal your kids and feed it to the pig, and the pig eat everything.
They eat everything.
You know what I'm saying? You might be eating your kids through that, through the pork you eating, man.
Yeah, they stealing melanin. That's liquid gold. Organs. They doing all that to our kids, man. But the point that I'm thinking about spiritually is we eat our kids when we push our little daughters to do twerk videos for TikTok. We're destroying our kids. We're eating them. You know what I'm saying? We eat our kids. We allow our sons and our daughters to pick their own genders. We're killing our kids. We're eating them. We're eating our kids. We're not protective over our daughters, or we allow our sons to do whatever it is they want to do. We're eating our children, man. We're destroying them. We're spoiling them. You know what I'm saying? We literally giving them over to Molech. Thinking spiritually, and this is some of the things that we're doing in this place of confusion, man. I hope y'all can see that what it is that I'm saying. We gotta be gatekeepers for our children, not only the children that come out of my loins, but the children of our community and of our nation. Would you say, nah, they're using them as sex slaves? They sell them in disguise on those TV shows. They sell furniture. Yeah, I seen that. They sell you a pillow called Tyrone, and it's really hey, listen, they do that too. I think they're doing all of these things. But this is the society that you want to vote for? Yo, Trump was down with Jeffrey Epstein. Don't get it twisted. He was going to the Epstein parties. So was Clinton. So was all of them. You know what I'm saying? They got so many people going to the caught with the Diddy parties. It's ridiculous. They
That's
just
what,
didn't they just knock somebody with with Abercrombie or something like that. I can't think
yep,
of
yep. The CEO, Abercrombie and Fitch.
who they knocked him for.
What was it?
Child
Sex
trafficking.
Yep, sex trafficking.
Trafficking.
Different states.
They've been doing this thing, man. They've been doing this thing for I don't know how long, man.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
They just raided Oprah's house like 2 weeks ago.
Word? I ain't even know that. Damn.
Yeah.
What they bring her down for now?
Being tied with Epstein.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still being tied with Epstein. It's crazy.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy, man.
Hey, I want to go back to what Eliel said. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Hey, man, y'all better stay off Temu and Alibaba, man. Y'all better stay off Temu, man. Y'all might be ordering something you don't want to order, man. You know?
I ain't ordering no food from there. That's for daggone shit.
Man, stay off Temu, man.
I ain't ordering no dresses either. No dresses named Bobby. Yeah, that's crazy. Wayfair was doing that too.
Yeah, Wayfair. Yep.
It was. That's what Bobby just said. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's a little girl in the box, man.
Eliel crazy.
Hey, but it's real though. As crazy as Eliel is, if you really, this stuff really be happening. And these are the people you voting for that got connections with all of this stuff, one way or another.
Right.
Whether they're stealing money, they taking money, they pushing in agendas, they killing your kids, they locking them up. You know what I'm saying? They're giving them false information in schools, teaching them to be dummies. You know what I'm saying? Or teaching them to follow after their ways. What's going on in Florida with the thing that he was doing, right? I forgot what they called that last year, year before. Was the governor in Florida. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, how they said they wouldn't teach slavery. They teach indentured servitude and they wouldn't teach the dang, what was that? I can't even
critical race theory.
Critical race theory, yeah. They're not teaching. They got their own agenda on how to teach certain things. Like, yo, that's crazy.
And all it takes is 2 generations, man.
And we gone. We lost everything. We forgot.
Yeah.
Look at us now. We forgot who we are. We coming back to it, to Wadi Yahweh, through the spirit of the Most High God, through the remnants that the Most High God kept on this earth to be able to push this doctrine. You hate cancer brothers that started this. You wouldn't know about this without these brothers, man. Without them brothers, Abba Bivens and them back in the day. No matter if they went off a little bit, if they did something that was a little strange to you. We wouldn't know who we are right now without the Most High God pushing them and keeping them. You know what I'm saying? So the Wadi Yahweh for his mercy, for this message. Yo, he gave our enemies our Bible. And we went into the Bible and found the truth of it, and they can't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, tell me that ain't a mighty God. Tell me that ain't a mighty God. He gave them the Bible, and they taught us how to read it, and we read it, and we didn't know that's not right.
Instantly hit you too.
Most High God is awesome, bro.
Instantly, man. Can I get a precept real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Judges chapter 2 and verse 10. We're talking about 2 or 3 generations you forget. It says, and also all that generation were gathered unto their fathers, and there arose another generation after them which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he has done for Israel. Right? So going back to the 2 or 3 generations, man, that's all it takes. And you see that there was a generation that grew up and they didn't know who the Lord was, right? And all the works that he did. And that's what they're doing with us today. Yo, they're saying that, you cut out.
That's crazy. I'm hardwired in. I don't know how. I'm not doing Wi-Fi. I'm like, how's my internet cut up?
Man, see, you got to get off that Temu Wi-Fi, man.
They plugged in. I got a wire. I'm bringing it over. The Wi-Fi wasn't working. I don't know. The devil is crazy. Go ahead, bring it out.
That's crazy, man. But my point is that what they doing is they're saying that slavery was people that came over here to work for free. This is what they teaching in Texas right now, right? They came over here to work for free. They were indentured servants and they weren't actually slaves. And all it takes is 2 to 3 generations for them to teach something, and the whole thing is gone. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is messed up.
That's
But
exactly
yeah,
what's happening, man. Hey, let's get back to the because that. Hey, listen, we could build on that. That's actually beautiful. Matter of fact, say something real quick because I feel like wanna expound on that. Tell you the truth.
yeah, calm. You know, that's why it's so important for us to teach our children. You know, we have to make time to sit down with our kids, explaining them what's going on in society. You know, explaining them how that they have to look at the world a certain way. You know what I mean? That they just can't go blinded, coming in, going to school blinded, right? Come ask questions if you got questions. Figure out, you got to be involved in your kids' schooling as well. You know, to see what they teaching these kids. You know what I mean? My daughter, they did a religious class and they talked about the small hat people, you know, and how these people were the chosen of God, and you know all the Jews they were all Jews from the 12 tribes. And my daughter she was just asking questions like, well, why are they saying this? Why are they saying that? So I had to write an email to the teacher and give her like a scriptural breakdown, like, yo, you wrong right here. This shouldn't be saying this. You know, this is the correct. Da, 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 da. You know, but my point is, you know, you got to be involved in your school. I mean, in your kids' education. You got to teach them what how do I say this? You have to prepare them for what the world is going to try to teach them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I yield there.
Hey man, let me get matter of fact, I'm gonna read this right. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, they have cast lots from our people, and they have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yo, this is in the Bible. This is in the Bible. The same thing that Eliel was talking about, what they doing to our kids, is in the scriptures that they was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell in right mind gonna work for free? You know that's the total lie. But this is what they've been doing to our children, man. They've been doing this. Jeremiah 9:1 says, oh, that my head were waters and my eyes were fountains of tears, that I may weep day and night for the slain of the daughters of my people, man. Yo, they killing our women, man, our little girls. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how I should cry for them, how I should mourn for them, how I should lament for the destruction of our children, man. Hey man, let's keep moving because we're gonna stay on that all day because that's like a whole class on itself. And I gotta get back into working on that. But I want to touch on some statistics on premarital sex because this is a sin against the Most High God. It's actually fornication. You know what I'm saying? If you're not actually getting married, if you're not moving in that direction, you know what I'm saying, or married, you know what I'm saying, is a form of fornication. So it says, what I have written down is the percentage of American adults who believe premarital sex among adults was not wrong at all was 29% in the early 70s, 42% in the 80s and 90s, 49% in the 2000s, and about 58% between the 2010-2012 era. So the single life has now become referred to as the single life has now been preferred over marriage. Unmarried women now outnumber the married, and the idea of self-marriage or sologamy, that's crazy, sologamy, marrying yourself, it has been reported. Last year, the U.S. marriage rate was a 93-year low. This is reported by the Archives of Sexual Behavior Study. With more Americans spending more of their young adulthood unmarried, they have more opportunities to engage in sex with more partners and less reason to disapprove of non-marital sex. Reports of sex between unmarried men and women went from 58% about 12 years ago to 73% in the last 12 years. Divorce from 59% to 79%.
Damn.
And having a baby outside of marriage from 45% to 67%.
Salakia, how does that look, man? Just like, I know somebody who got 5 kids, right? And they live with a baby mama or whatever you want to call it. and their kids is like, teenagers. And I asked them, I said, man, when you planning to get married? Oh man, she got so many issues and da 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 da. How does that look like from a kid's perspective that you don't get married to my mother? You know what I'm saying? That's not a good example. You know what I mean? Like it. I just don't understand it, how you can have kids with this person, and even though y'all going through stuff, you're gonna go through the stuff regardless. But at least be the example for your kids. Like, yo, the person that I'm having all these kids with should be my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's some women out there that don't want to get married. Yo, as much as there are some sisters, and I know sisters, they want a husband. There are women out there who don't want to get married. They just want to have kids, have sex, and give me child support.
That's crazy, man.
Give me money, and I can do my own thing over here. I handle it, and I decide what's best for me and my children. And the government is going to help them live their best life. So they don't need you, bro. They don't need no man. That's been the thing, right? I don't need no man. Well, you know what? That's against the Bible too.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the book of Hebrews 13:4, marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. Yo, marriage is the honorable thing, man. America made it acceptable. America, KKK. That's what they about, man. Killing us all. They made it acceptable, man. Pushing these agendas and they forcing us to vote for the agendas that they want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Leviticus 19:29 says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. So listen, you were literally prostituting our sisters out here by allowing them to think that it's okay to be a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then what it happens is it defiles not only them, but all of us, because it is contagious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It catches fire, and the next sister starts doing it. Then the next sister starts doing it. Then the next brother starts doing it. Then the next brother starts doing it. Social media, man. Social media pushes the agenda and everything. Everybody looking at it like it's cool. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, we in a pit full of vipers trying to climb your way out. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's exactly where we at. Sirach 7:23. The book of Sirach 7:23 down to 25. It says, hast thou children? Instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth. House thou daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful towards them. Don't be happy that they doing all types of crazy foolishness or dressing all types of crazy ways. No. What that? Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. But give her to a man of understanding. That's what the Bible is saying, man. A brother and a sister in this truth and this walk should actually look for a man of understanding to be with their daughters. Not a dude with understanding how to sell crack, how to shoot a dang on AR-15 for drug dealing or for, scamming and robbing. A brother of understanding of the Most High God, man. A father should instruct his daughter from their youth and be a guardian over her body, man. Straight up and down. And we know the curses, because of the curses and the spirit that's on our nation, we have single mothers and single and married mothers who are trying to raise their daughters by the Lord Statutes commandments. You know what I'm saying? And I commend y'all. I commend y'all and who's on this class. I commend y'all who's trying to do the best of y'all ability. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have the right to do this according to the Bible and the scriptures. Let's go to Titus 2:3. 3-5. Matter of fact, I can read it if you write down precepts.
No, go ahead. I'll come back.
All right, I got you. The book of Titus. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Titus 2:3-5.
It's Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
That's right, man. The word of God, be not blasphemed. Hey, listen, our sisters should be teaching the younger woman how to move. And to all my sisters who've been moving in that fashion, who've been doing that. Our sisters need to take that role, a leadership role, to another sister to show them the way to go, man. We rely on you for that. That's what I'm saying. People will come up with us, even the sisters will come up with that. Oh, there's no place for a woman. What are you talking about? Like, this is the place for a woman right here. Like, and this is a detrimental place for our nation. Like, we need y'all. We need y'all empowered and strengthened and with the wisdom and understanding to be able to bring in this new generation. I'm going to try to do my part to the best of my abilities, and I need y'all to do y'all's. We got to work together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is a union. Y'all might not be married. I'm not married to every sister, but we can have a union and an understanding and an agreement and work together to push forward our community and to push forward our nation. That's what we about, man. That's what I'm looking forward to be doing, hopefully. You know, in fact, I'm about to talk about this too. I'm coming out to North Carolina next weekend. I'm gonna bring it out again at the end of the class. I'll be in Greensboro at the school next weekend. Next Friday will be New Moon, and next Saturday I'm doing Sabbath morning brew from the school. Mm-hmm. And actually after that, we're supposed to be doing some community outreach, whether we going pull out some food, give out giveaways, whatever we're gonna do. We're going into community next week, man. We're gonna try to talk to the people and try to see how we can help them out to the best of our ability, man. I think this is the way to go for our camp, you know what I'm saying, moving forward, and for our nation as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We gotta reach back. We gotta each one teach one. You heard that before? Each one teach one. Right. That's where we at right now with it. You know what I mean? We gotta give back. But the fact of the matter is, y'all play a major part on this path, and we need y'all. Y'all brothers, stay strong, man. Stay strong and keep building and fight off this spirit, these spirits that are attacking us daily. Protect our sisters, man, because they under attack too. Sisters, protect their brothers. Pray for them, because we under attack like a mug.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Because I want to split this verse. I just want the beginning of this verse right here to come.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
That's what I want right there. There should be no whores of the daughters of Israel. You know, Sirach 26 and 9 says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If the daughter be shameless, keep her hand straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Listen, man. Yo, we got to check our sisters, man. Because if the next generation is going off into the ways of this society, we're going to continue to be lost. Just like we need y'all to spearhead the development of the young child and the younger sisters. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in your shoes at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And if they go off, everybody following is going to fall off. You know what I'm saying? It's going to fall off a cliff. We got to stay strong in that mentality, in that aspect and thought process.
Right.
You got something to add to that?
No, go ahead.
I think I'm beating a dead horse. I got all these other precepts on that, but I think y'all got the point. So let's hit the rest of that 23 and 17. We're going to hit on some abominations that this society loves to push on us.
I'll start from the top. Deuteronomy 23, 17.
Right after the comma, brother. That's why I split the verse.
Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
So there should not be a sodomite. A batiman, if you don't know what that is a person who bati rider, so you're going up the wrong space. Yo, listen, you can't be that and be an Israelite. It's against the laws of God. The society tell you it's okay. The world tells you it's okay. What are they doing in Africa? You be that if you want to. They might beat you to death. They definitely throwing you in prison. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's against the laws of God, man. Let's go to matter of fact, I gotta read this. Let me go to Romans 1 for me. 25, 125. Leviticus 18 and 22 says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination." Abomination, abomination. It's abomination. It's nasty. It's nasty. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, sis? It's an abomination, man. But the society, and I know we're not doing that, but the society makes it okay. And we talking about voting and pushing the agendas that they want to push. Kamala all for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he ain't all for the sodomite agenda. Shoot, it looks like they all for the what's the we were just talking about it. The molestation agenda.
Oh yeah.
The children agenda. They all for that too. You know, this society has set a path of abominations in front of us and said, "Here, eat."
Slakia. You know, I believe it's in law now, but I could be wrong. It could be wrong. But you know, if your kid decided, say, you know, you got a girl, she say, "Dad, I want to be a boy now,"
mm-hmm.
and you tell, and she go tell her, you know, the teacher or principal that she's a boy now, and if we don't accept it, we can go to jail.
I'd rather go to jail than vote for that type stuff.
Yeah.
If you see the thumbnail, it says choose the Most High God or choose sin.
Mm-hmm.
All of the ways of this world, all the ways of this society is ways of sin, man, and they keep pushing it on you. So you have an option what to choose. You have that option. I don't care if they put you in prison houses. The Bible prophesies about that.
Right.
I will literally stand bold on that, yo. I'll go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, yo, I'm gonna have to do that.
You know, some people fold, man.
I'm not doing that. We're not doing that.
You know what I mean? Some people fold, man.
We're not doing that. I'm totally against that. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta choose something to stand on. You gonna stand on the side of the Most High God, or you gonna fall into when the Most High God open up the earth, it's gonna be a crack and you're gonna fall right into that ditch, man.
Right.
You know what happened after they made the golden calf? He says, "Yo, those who with the Most High God, come over here and stand with me."
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else, yo, the Levites, go kill them.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? Now, which side you gonna choose? I know brothers and sisters over here. Y'all know, we gonna choose what we gotta do. We gonna do what we gotta do. And we gotta follow the ways of the Most High God. But we get in that position, and I hope y'all remember these words, not even my words, but the words of the Most High God. When we get in that position, when you're in tight constraints, and they offer you abominations, rather die than eat that crap. Whether it's a transgender child, a pork dinner, or whatever it is that goes against the Most High God, I'd rather die than eat that crap.
Right.
Not gonna swallow that crap, man.
Yep. Yep.
I hope y'all all stand bold on that. Let's hit. You had something?
No, I was gonna say, what did Eleazar do in the Maccabees, man?
Hey, man, he killed that dude on the altar. Like,
for real, man. And then they tried to force him to eat the pork. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up dying. They killed him because he wouldn't eat that pork, man. No pork on my fork, beef on my teeth.
Hey, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Same thing with what's the name? With the Maccabees, like when they tried to sacrifice the pork on it, like he killed them straight up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't playing these games, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna violate. I'm not gonna even though it's not with Maccabees, it wasn't him eating something, but I'm not gonna accept my brother abominations against the Most High God in my face.
Mm-hmm.
He killed that man, yo, straight up. The Bible said if we wasn't under grace, brothers, man, I'd be having a house full of stones. But we can't do that. We got to let the Most High God decide. But we're going to get back to the point and pass back underneath the rod.
Mm-hmm.
That's the punishment for these nations and these people that violate the Most High God, man. We're going to get into that too. Listen, I'm enjoying this right here, man. I hope y'all are too. I'm moving. I'm talking, but I'm having fun.
God.
To the Most High, man. Shabbat through clutch, man. Let me read this real quick, and then we're gonna go into Romans 1 for a little bit, right? It says, this is what I wrote. The Most High said is an abomination for a man to lie with men. And a woman who lies with a woman sexually, Romans 1, 25 to 27, talks about that. But the spirit that is in control of this world, Job 9 24, is the spirit of wickedness, is the enemy of righteousness. It goes against everything that the Most High God says. This, be who you want to be, spirit. Do whatever you want to do, spirit. Do who you want to do, spirit. You know what I'm saying? This is a spirit that's of confusion. It literally is. You don't know which one to pick. They got all different pronouns and names now. You don't know who you want to be. We could use their treachery as a teaching moment at my son's last doctor's appointment. He was so confused. I'm a male, a boy. That's how I was born. Why is all this? What is all this about? Cisgendered, co-gendered, X-gender. What are you talking about? I'm a boy. It's a boy. What movie was that from? A boy, Damon. That was Friday, one of them Friday movies. You try to catch him in the bathroom. No, I'm a boy. What are you doing? Come on, it's against the words.
Money Mike.
It's against the ways of the Most High God. What are we doing? You know, let's get that. Let's get Romans 1. Let's start 25.
Come on, this is Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator?
That's what we're doing right now, right? Worshiping the creature, people in presidency, people who pushing these laws, transgenders, sex gender, cisgender. We literally worshiping them by accepting them. I'm not accepting you. I got family members who in this. I just don't deal with them. Not accepting that.
Man.
Go ahead, finish reading.
More than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Hey, man. Yo, they literally received a recompense for doing that. This is a vile affection. This is the things that we want, our own heart's desires. What does the scripture say? We've been talking about this. Our heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Yo, you want to get, I don't want to be vulgar. You want something up your back? Like, I'm as a man, like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? If I'm on the toilet for too long, I'm sore. I don't like that. If y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with y'all. I just can't deal with it. I don't understand. What's the problem? Like, like it sickens me. It sickens me. Like, what's the case? But it sickens me, man. It really does. And I don't want to talk on it too long. Hey, I'm gonna skip over some things. Listen, according to the recent Gallup data, man, 7.6% of the U.S. population identifies as LGBTQ. I had to write that down because I never forget the alphabet boys. I never remember what it actually be. LGBTQ, all right, which translates to roughly about 25 million Americans based on the current population size. And that's not talking about the people that's down low who didn't identify as being part of that community. So we talking about at least about 25 million people in America. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even talking about, like I said, the people who creep out of your crib, that guy who you married to, who's doing that stuff on the low. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's out here. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. You know, we listen about, and my wife knows, man, we grew up in a society, man, where the dudes that was on the block, hugging the block all day long, selling drugs, shooting guns, faggots.
Yeah.
They go to jail, they come home. Next thing you know, like,
like this.
Man, I got Yeah, I'm having him tonight. What? Come on, man. What's going on?
Man, they doing the balling.
And, yo, that's the society that's happening. That's what you voting for, man. This is what you voting for.
Man.
It's okay. It's okay, right? Yo, this is a report from the CDC. Because go back to what we just read in Romans, right? It says, what did it say? It says, working which is unseemly and receiving themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. When you go into that meat, that means good. So the recompense of their error or the punishment for them doing those things is good, according to what this Bible says, right? So this is something the CDC talks about. Well, this is what I wrote. I'm read this first. The destruction to the soul of the sodomite, the Most High God has created remedies for those who continue to have that mindset that it is perfectly normal to be attached to this wicked lifestyle of perversion and immorality. Man, gay and bisexual men are the population most affected by HIV. Gay and bisexual men account for 66%. That's around 25,748. And this is actually an older stat from some years ago because I couldn't find the more current one. Of the all HIV cases, that's about 82% of HIV diagnosis or people who have HIV among males, period. So-called Black African American, gay and bisexual men account for the largest number of HIV cases. So we get punished even more when we in this lifestyle than anybody else, right? The so-called Black and African American account for a higher proportion of HIV compared to other races, ethnicities. We account for about 14.4% of the U.S. population, but 47.9 million. U.S. population 47.9 million, but 43% of the new HIV cases in America. So the so-called Black man has about 43% of the cases, period. 66% of homosexuals and bisexuals and all the other weird stuff. And 43% is just us, period.
Wait, 62% of 43% of the 62%?
No. Gay and bisexuals account for 66% of HIV cases.
Okay.
Right? So that's about 40 out of 47.9 million people. 43% are HIV. They don't have, or African Americans. They don't have to be gay. They just
okay.
Just African Americans. So we getting punished. You know what I'm saying? Period. Accepting the lifestyle, having a lifestyle around us. Listen, a lot of brothers got this because a woman that they sleeping with was sleeping with another man who was gay. That's how we get. That's a lot of times. That's why it happens.
Yeah. Yo, man, I'm sorry. I just seen a video yesterday. This chick was saying how she slept with a dude and got HIV, right? But her whole point of the video was like, I don't need to tell people that I got HIV, that I got AIDS. And I'm like, damn, that's wicked. How you trying to date people and you don't tell them? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Sorry.
A buyer. Remember, it was a guy from my community. I think his name was. I don't want to say his name, but I remember I was younger. I remember he used to have like he was a cool dude. Like I thought he was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Had a little money and everything. And I mean, when he had a line of women at the clinic. People that we knew. When he got found to have that thing, we used to call it the monster back in the day.
Man,
we used to call it the monster because it was like it's a monster, it's death. She said, "I will say his name." Yo, but man, people got caught up in that. Dude. Man, people. He was sleeping with mad girls, and they was bringing it to their men, and this is the society accepting these type of decisions and choices, allowing you to push it. Man, they will pay for your sex change.
Yeah.
No, look, they'll pay for your sex change in prison and
Yep.
send female prison to be around other women before you even get the sex change done.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have counts of these so-called transgenders raping women in the women's prison.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. Yep.
Yeah, if you refuse to share her status, like she can be charged criminally. Now with the law, it can be, but this is the point. This is just the society that we have, man.
Yeah, that's like, you know, a dude trying to talk to a woman, thinking she a woman, and she don't say nothing until it's too late. That's how people get. Yeah.
Hey man, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 58. Let's read that down to 62, because this is part of the curses too. We don't read this too often. You know what I'm saying? But this is why we dealing with some of the sicknesses we dealing with, some of the illnesses, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we violate the laws of God. So we got to get cursed. Let's read that. Deuteronomy 28, 58 down to 62.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and the long continuance, and sore sicknesses, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Hey, yo, I don't how we get around that. It says, yo, even the plagues that's not even in the book of the law, it's gonna be new plagues that's gonna come. Maybe they be new to us, but the Most High God had them boiling for a couple thousands of years, waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, if you think about it, you know,
high
diabetes, what's the
blood pressure?
high blood pressure, what's the
cancer.
obesity?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you go down the list.
Yo, especially where you at, man. They got a fried chicken place on every corner.
Yeah, I can't even front. I don't remember the last time I had fried chicken. I'm down, I'm down almost 30 pounds, bro. 30, 40 pounds. I'm trying to eat, but I'm trying to live. Isn't that what Fat Joe said? I mean, Big Pun said, I'm trying to live.
Yep.
Trying to stay away from all of these things because, man, when we violate the laws of God, man, the sicknesses is right there.
Man, it's crazy, man.
It's right there, man. And what does 62 says? It says you should be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God. Yo, listen, we dying like crazy. And we're supposed to be as the stars of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Many of us, the sands of the sea. But you know what I'm saying? Because of these diseases, we're not grown to the length that we should be. Makes sense? I think in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, even though they was trying to kill us, we still was growing.
Mm-hmm.
And even in America, which is Egypt also, with the fake food and all the different things that they trying to pollute our bodies and kill us off with, the drugs, oh my gosh, the drug industry is trying to kill you, man. Y'all know, they put you on these drugs you can't get off of.
Yeah.
And all it's doing is managing certain pains and certain sickness. It ain't curing nothing because they want you to keep paying. Man, listen, man, we going fewer in number. But even through it all, the Most High God's preserved us. The Wadi Yahweh. The Wadi Yahweh. Yo, in this election, man, I just want to hit this real quick because we got to keep going so I can hit the rest of this stuff. Yo, in this election, I don't know if y'all knew, but nearly 20 states have constitutions that include language permitting slavery and involuntary servitude as criminal punishments. And this election, 20 states have those on the ballot. Because you already had the 13th Amendment, like you was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's still slavery in America, especially if you do a crime or you're convicted of a crime because you ain't got to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be, and we see how many people get let go out of prison because DNA evidence or false evidence has been given by our accusers or by the police, our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to lock us up for so long. They put the drugs in our communities.
Mm-hmm.
And then they tell you, oh, we're going to give you such and such amount of years for every crime. They put it in your community. I'm not a chemist. We wasn't chemists. Not in America, not at that time. We wasn't making these drugs, and we wasn't have ships and planes bringing them from South America into the hoods.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't doing that. We wasn't dropping guns off. We didn't have, I didn't know we was making Mac 10s and Mac 11s and AR 15s back in the day. We wasn't making those in the backyard.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They was literally dropping them off to us. Like, here you go, have fun.
Big old truckload. And just leave the truck there open.
Not even a lock on the door. Leave it open. Like, this is the type of thing they would do to us, man.
Yeah.
Every movement they had, the political system that's in place to this very day killed them all. From Martin Luther King, who actually wanted to work with them and have peace with them. What they do, they killed that man.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they shoot him, but they brought him to the hospital where they could have brought him back to life or preserved his life, and they smothered him, according to many different reports. They smothered him. And
he didn't die on the balcony. He died in the hospital.
You know, according to many different reports, that's what happened. I wasn't there, but you know, the fact of the matter is, every person who's been in a position to try to push us forward out of the situation we are, this government has either blackballed them or killed them all straight away. It was behind the person that killed Malcolm X. He just got out. Figured he didn't even do it. He was in jail for years. They said, "Yo, he didn't even do it. He didn't even do it." Hey, listen, we know they hate us. You know they hate us, man. But the fact of the matter is, they give us these gifts of voting. They give us these gifts of welfare. They give us gifts of PPPs and stimulus packages. You know what I'm saying? And what it does is literally destroy our hearts, man. Let's go to Proverbs 29, man. Let's go to Proverbs 29. Let's go start at verse 2. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring that out a little later. Go to Exodus 23 and 8 real quick. Exodus 23 and 8. I'm gonna read this real quick, right? Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. It says, "Surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." See, what happens is, right, I'm oppressed, I get angry. Then you give me, medical care, Planned Parenthood in my neighborhoods. Oh, I don't have to deal with this baby anymore. This is a gift for me. It destroys my heart. The morning after pill, it destroys my heart. Christianity, it destroys my heart. Islam, it's destroying us. All these different doctrines and ways that go against the Most High God, it's destroying our heart, man, our minds.
WIC, EBT cards.
Hey, listen, don't talk about EBT.
Oh man,
EBT card, man. Shoot,
you get 5,400.
That helps out a lot. Now, he real though. These gifts literally destroy the heart because we should be getting into growing our own crops.
Mm-hmm.
We should be getting into bartering and working with each other that we can sustain one another.
Man, I wish I had a backyard, man.
Yo, they give us these EBT cards and we go to the supermarket and buy more poison.
Mm-hmm.
All it's doing is I'm going to raise my child up to be addicted to poison.
Yeah.
That's what it's really doing. It really destroys our mind, which is the heart. Yeah. Let me get that Exodus 23 and 8.
It's Exodus 23, verse 8. "And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous."
Hey, listen, that's in the law. Like, yo, stop taking these gifts. The gift blinds the wise. You take a gift, you get blinded. Mm-hmm. Especially a gift when you saying, yo, accept this, and I'll give you this. If you want to make it to here, you got to do this. But I'll bring you out of your position. The Most High God said He has the power to bring us out of the dunghill and set us among princes.
Hey, Shalakia. That's what they do in the music industry and the movie industry. Well, if you want to get this role, you got to do this.
You got to roll.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to roll with the punches. You want to get this roll? Just roll in the mattress. That's what they do.
Yeah, man. If you want to get this record deal, I'll give you a signing bonus of $3 million, $50 million.
This record deal, you got to nail. I'm being funny, but I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yep,
you're right, man. You're right.
Hey, man, our people has cast off the laws of God, man, and fallen prey to the snares that corrupt our hearts, which is our minds, man. You know what I'm saying? They seek after an effort to assimilate into the oppressive society. This is what we do. We seek after the way to assimilate in this society. Jeremiah 10:10 says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Amen. Anyway, they pushing how they live and all of that. We should be going against that if it's not of the Most High God's wishes. Straight up in that. We should be the voice crying out in this jungle or in the wilderness, speaking about Christ, speaking about the Most High God, the law, statutes, and commandments, the wisdom, the law, statutes, which is Christ at the end of the day, because he brings the spirit of the law to life.
Yep.
Man, I still got so much more. Are y'all rocking with me, right? Drop a 7 in the chat if y'all enjoying this lesson. I'm enjoying teaching it. I hope y'all are enjoying it because I'm gonna keep going regardless. All praise to the Most High. Hey, man, we look for this world's help, not even realizing it. They are constantly setting traps and snares. They're constantly trying to kill us. Let me get Psalms 64, 5, and 6. I had a whole different lesson in mind for y'all today, but I figured since I'm going to North Carolina, I'm gonna teach that at the school. I hope y'all like that too.
This is
it's a series. It's like 3-4 parts. I don't know. It's long, so we're gonna. It's really long. So I'm gonna chop it up though. I'm gonna try. Let's get into it. Psalm 64.
Psalm 64, 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Yo, they literally are encouraging themselves, man, in evil manners. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, this is what we dealing with. Yo, as of September 2024, police fatally shot 181 Black Americans, which represent about 22% of all police shooting deaths reported this year. Black Americans, who make up approximately 14% of the U.S. population, we don't even make up a huge percentage of the population. 14% of the U.S. population continue to be disproportionately represented in fatal encounters with the law enforcement. The rate at which Black Americans experience fatal police violence remains about 3.5 times higher than that of white Americans. Yo, disparities are notable in major metropolitan areas like Chicago. My brother Yawasop is that. You know what I'm saying? Where Black residents are up to 6 times more likely to be killed by police compared to white residents. Yo, listen. Let me get now. I want you to get that precept in Lamentations 4. You know, yo, Zechariah 11:5 talks about this. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. But listen, you're nothing but jungle bunnies and monkeys. I'll tell you your life is worthless. Who cares? I'll plant evidence on you. It don't matter. Your life is worthless. It don't matter if you're a baby, if you're a child, if you're a woman, if you're going to work every day, living hard, going to school, trying to do better for your family, the first generation to make it out of the hood and go to college and be a success, they'll shoot you down like a dog.
They do not care.
They don't care, man. And they'll hold themselves not guilty. Bring that out.
This is Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
That's right.
They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Man, they literally hunt our steps. They watching us. They plotting. They scheming. They can't wait to do violence against us, man. And this is who you voting for? This is the society that you want to be a part of? I know y'all don't. But we got to push these lessons for somebody who might come across and watch and listen one day. You got to have the records of the evidence and the scriptures and be put together so we can stand bold on what we believe in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stand it, man. What we going to do? We all going to die.
So, okay, let me hit verse 19 too.
Yeah, bring it up.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. Man, you ever just driving down the street, you don't see no police nowhere, then all of a sudden they just hop behind you, man. They swift, man. They lurking for you. They be hiding in the damn bushes.
Hey, y'all, what's up? See how spiritual that is, bro? Hey, Preepit, he just dropped this precept, right? Of Psalms 10:8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set upon against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Yo, man, these people, man, they sit and wait for you, plotting and scheming, man. Literally, they'll set a trap for you. A speed trap. Yo, I thought it was illegal, but I realized later on in certain states they do things differently for a cop to sit there with his lights off and then come and get you because he's hiding.
That's crazy.
But they do that in certain states. It's legal. I didn't know it was legal, like where I'm originally from. You know,
and they got the cars. I think it's called a shadow decal. To where you driving, you normally see the words police or highway patrol or something like that. Now they got black cars with black labels on it to where you can't even see it normally when you're driving, right? It has to be like a light flash on it for the reflector to go off. You know what I'm saying? So they really just trying to be like super militant and just trying to hide, I guess you can say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they plotting, they scheming, they hiding, they waiting. They can't wait to kill us with murder on their mind, on their heart's intent. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. Look, man. If anyone is still out here who thinks their elections are fair, you've been fooled. I ask you this question: how are the presidents put in office? Please explain how 43 of the 45 U.S. presidents, some researchers say, are all related. They all have blood-related ties.
Damn, that's crazy that you say that, man.
What you got to bring up?
No, I'm just saying that's crazy because I remember somebody was telling me that, and they're saying Obama is related to like George Bush or something like that.
Yeah, through his mother. Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's nuts, man.
That's right. That's I wouldn't doubt if we do a deep dive research that Kamala is that because I think he comes from the Browns family line of the slave plantation in Jamaica. I wouldn't doubt that his lineage go back to Europe to some common ancestor too.
Oh yeah.
That, you know, you don't even get in these positions without having a bloodline or lineage. Mm-hmm. You know. According to it's called Burke's Peerage, who is an expert on aristocrat genealogy, 45 U.S. presidents have carried European bloodlines into office.
That's nuts, man.
They say some of these presidents, it's saying about 34 of the 45 of 46 or 45 presidents have a connection to Charlemagne, the king of the Franks, back in the 19th century. I don't know if that's true, but that's what is saying. They say another 19 of them directly descend from King Edward III of England. I don't know if that's true either, but that's what the report is saying. Listen, the president with the most European genes have won every single American election. This is what the report is saying. I'm not an expert on this, but this is what the Burke's Peerage, who is an expert of our aristocratic genealogy, is bringing out. That's why I'm saying this lesson is a little different. I'm bringing information that's outside the Bible in this one. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to understand, man, we're dealing with a practical time. Yeah, we can go to the law and I can just show you we shouldn't vote for somebody else to put them over us. We can go into that all day. But I want to show y'all what society is all about. It's about that everything that's against the Most High God. And they have a particular people they will always put in office over you. They might look like you. They might give you a glimpse. They said they gave you Obama.
Yeah.
We're not giving you reparations. We gave you Obama.
We gave you Obama. Yeah, I remember them saying that.
The gift destroys the heart, man. And we love. How many of y'all loved Obama? Y'all was out there voting for Obama. Obama was your king. Hamite. He wasn't even an Israelite. You know. Hey, listen, man. We got to learn not to follow after the path of the dead, after the path of the wicked. You know, let me get Proverbs 3:31 real quick. Let me read that down 33.
This is Proverbs chapter 3. So like you said Proverbs 3:31?
Yeah, come on, down to 33.
Okay. It's Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the forward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blessed the habitation of the just.
That's right, man. So if we are in the house of the wicked, we continue on with the curses. But the blessings come in the house of the just. It comes in the house of the Most High God, Yahweh Bahashem Mashak Yahushai. That's when the blessings that come back to us when we truly following and we elect Hamashiach Yahushai and the Most High God as our God and our King. Right. That's when we'll be blessed again, man. I'm gonna skip over some of these stuff, man. Let me get Proverbs 28:9, Baba Kashah. And I want to read this real quick, right? This is Zephaniah 1:8. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifices, I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such that are clothed in strange apparel. So when you look at this, right, strange apparel, we talking about homosexuality. We talking about women, loose women, brothers that are whoremongers, people dressed in a certain type of way, talk in a certain type of way, acting. All of these is strange apparel because we're putting on the apparel of our oppressors. We're putting out the apparel of the people that's been showing us the way to live. You know what I'm saying? That lead us to a path of destruction. We've been drinking the wine and the doctrines of Babylon. And we put on the cloth or the garments of Babylon. Let me get that scripture, 28:9.
This is Proverbs 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
Hey, you know how strong that is? If you turn your ear from hearing the laws of God, and you want to put somebody over you that's not of your people, that doesn't understand the laws of God and worship the Most High God and leading you in the right path, your prayers can be an abomination by doing this. You following after the path of wickedness, your prayers are an abomination to the Most High God. Listen, I don't know about you, but I need the Most High God to receive my prayers. I need help. And the only help I can get is the Most High God because I know the ways of this society is evil, is corrupt. And they'll help me with a contingency or you know what I'm saying? Something I got to give them back. Well, you know what? I'd rather give to the Most High God and give to my people than give to a wicked nation who wants to kill and destroy us. Hey, James 4:4 says, you adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of this world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God, enemy of the power of the Most High God power. Listen, the world is going to lose the fight at the end. You see the prophecies, they're going to lose. Why are you picking a losing side? Why am I voting for a losing side? I know. I believe. I have faith that this scriptures is leading me in the right place, and I know what's going to happen at the end. Christ is coming back and cutting heads off. You know what I'm saying? The true children of Israel is going to claim their land in the kingdom again. They're going to rule this earth. What the heck are we doing? Because that punishment is not right now, because the Most High hasn't come yet.
Mm-hmm.
You ran into, come on. Continue to have your faith, continue to persevere, continue to endure until the very end. Yo, let me get dang. I got more. Keep rocking with me, y'all. I ain't gonna be too much longer. Second Edge 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish. I was reading it this morning. Are set as scourges for amendments. So the famine, the plagues, tribulation, anguish, all those things that we've been dealing with, you know what I'm saying, are scourges for amendment, for us to change, for us to amend our ways. But verse 20, 2nd Ezra 16 to 20, it says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. Dang.
That's what.
Go ahead. Well, let me finish this out real quick.
Yeah.
Lord, be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon the earth. This food, they get you paying for nasty food. Yo, the better the food, the more expensive it is in America. But if you go over across seas to another country, the better the food is, cheaper it is. You're paying more for the nasty food. Even Skittles and candies and things like that don't have the same ingredients that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
This is documented in the scripture. Let me read it again. Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So part of the confusion that's on our people is giving us through food, giving us through media, giving us through all these different ways how they attack us. Go ahead, Shaquan.
I forgot I was going to say. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
No, let's go.
I mean, I think you talking about that first line, right? Famine, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish was set as scourges for amendment.
Nah, it flew. It's gone. It's gone.
For either. All right. So that's my bad, bro. I'll be in the spirit sometimes.
It's all right.
Hey, people, right? The book of Revelations 11 and 8 says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street, in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So we're talking about the two witnesses. Some brothers say that's Moses and Elijah. I kind of can see that, but I'm into the sense of northern and southern kingdom. This is us, Israelites. Our dead bodies are going to be in the streets. Same place. It's spiritually called, that's what it says, Sodom, where sodomy and homosexuality is fully accepted. You know what I'm saying? Which is happening in America. And Egypt, where we are in captivity. This is the place where we're dealing with this. And it says, we're also, our Lord was crucified. They crucified Christ afresh each and every day through the actions that goes on in this country.
Mm-hmm.
They want to kill Christ over and over and over again because they don't accept his sacrifice. Christ ain't going back on that cross. But they'll dismiss his teachings, his ways, and claim they love Christ. They rebranded him, reshaped him. A guy with flowing blonde hair and blue eyes and a heart that's beating with fire. And what's the sign he do? He get a peace sign. He get a the sign he makes. I don't even want to do it. I think it's a He's crucified Christ. This is the nation. Man, it's the place we living in, man.
That's that y'all Jew, man.
Yo, listen. Yo, I seen a picture look just like him. Yo, Revelation 18 and 24 says, and her was found, and this is the same verse we read come out of my people, right? Revelation 18.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of that verse, 18 and 24, it says, in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. So in this place of Babylon, there's going to be dead brothers who were prophets, brothers and sisters who were saints. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, sisters going to prophesy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be dead upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? Being stuck in this place of confusion and stuck in this place of abominations. I think that's the right word to use, a place of abominations. Oh, Yo, I got a couple more because I gotta bring this out. I got something I want y'all to hear. Leviticus 18. Matter of fact, you go to read Leviticus 18, 29 and 30, and I'm gonna read the thing I want y'all to hear. Leviticus 18, 29 and 30.
It's Leviticus chapter 18, verse 20.
Be like ants too, man. Brother been prescribing the water to all of y'all who've been paying attention to this class, the water to the Most High God. Go ahead.
This is Leviticus chapter 18, verse 29. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs, which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God.
That's right, man. So if we follow after the paths of these other nations that's not of the Most High God, that's not of us, not the ways, the truth, the wisdom, the law, statutes, and commandments that he gave us, yo, you see it. You defiled. You can't stand in front of the Lord. Defiled, you got to clean that thing up. That's why you get baptized through the word, man. Yo, I want to go into Joshua chapter 1. I'm going to read some of this myself, right? And we're going towards the end of the lesson, but damn, I still got more. I ain't going to bring it all out. Unless you want me to. The book of Joshua 1, and I'm going to start at verse 7. I'm going to read that down to verse 9. And I'm going to go to Joshua 1 and 18. Right? Joshua 1 and 7. It says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou may prosper wheresoever thou goest. Wheresoever thou goest. That's even this place right here. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, and thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God, Yahweh thy power, is with thee wheresoever thou goest. Even in captivities, even wherever it is we go, we still got to keep these commandments on our mind and practice them daily. Practice them all the time. People tell you, yo, you can't keep the laws in captivity. What about this scripture right here? I mean, yo, Joshua's saying wherever you go, keep these commandments. What's going on? All right, so Joshua 1 and 18. Whosoever he be that doth rebel against thy commandment and will not hearken unto thy words and all that thou commandest him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and of a good courage. So I want to go to, matter of fact, you can read this from Rabbi Kashar. Go to you and Joshua?
Yeah.
Go to chapter 6. I'm gonna come there with you. So apology. I want to get 15 to 21. This is a small account on Jericho. We're not gonna read the whole account, but there's a point that I want to bring out to y'all. Joshua 6. I started verse 15.
It's Joshua 6 and 15.
Yeah, my bad. Let me set a pretext for you. We know after we came over the Jordan, we came into the land. We was warring, and we came across this big city, Jericho, mighty walls, strong army. They was out there holding it down for generations. They had that city on lock for a long time, and we came through like, how are we going to defeat these people? That's hit 15.
Joshua 6 and 15. And it came to pass on the seventh day that they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, shout, for the Lord hath given you the city. And the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent.
Mm-hmm.
And ye, in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make you yourself a curse. When ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it. But all the silver and gold, and vessels of brass and iron, are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city.
21.
21. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both men, women, young and old, and ox, and sheep, and ass, with the edge of the sword.
Hey, yo, listen, this was a mighty account in Jericho. The walls fell. Y'all know this story, man. Hey, we blew trumpets, yelled. The Most High God brought them walls down. The Wadi Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? That's mighty. You know what I'm saying? A similar account happened with Gideon. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have to fight at that time. Like they started fighting themselves.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And it's crazy how when we read the Bible, how there was slaughter involved, and how I just watched a video with Tazariot recently, and that fake dude, I don't even want to say his name. The people who apologetic, the more famous one. But the fact of the matter, he was like, "Oh, you just want to murder people. You just want to kill people." Well, the Bible tells us that that's what we're gonna have to do right now and in the future. The Most High calls us His battle axe for a reason. That's for war.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make that statement because I saw that video and I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? We just want to kill people. The Bible talks about killing all the time. These abominable nations got to be destroyed. They have to be killed. Repent or die. Some of our own people have to die. But I don't want to hearken on that. I want to hearken on the accursed thing. The Most High God told us not to touch the accursed thing that was in this land. And it's a lot of stuff that's happening here in America that's accursed. Putting people over us is an accursed thing. Sodomy is an accursed thing. And you listen, we're not supposed to do usury with each other. But we still do that to this very day. This is an accursed thing that we touch on. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that are going to get us in major trouble, man. Go to 7:1 in Joshua. I'm going to read that 1 through 5.
Chapter 7, verse 1. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing. For Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing.
Oh, y'all Judites, man. Look. Judah, you know, listen, we all fall short, but I just want to point that out, man. Everybody
y'all be stealing, man. Y'all be stealing.
Oh, y'all be stealing. Everybody be messing up, man. Go ahead, read.
Took the accursed thing, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Bethaven, on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai. And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai, and make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai.
They fled before the men of Ai. Yo, they wasn't doing that. That was crazy. Because they was conquering everybody at that time. Yeah. They was smashing everybody. This is the first time you see where they fled from them. They was shook. They came through smoke.
And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate, even to Shebarim, and smote them in the going down. Wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
Hey, yo, people were pissed. They started crying. Oh my gosh, what happened? Like we was invincible. Most High God ain't with us no more. Yo, the next verse, Joshua say, start ripping up his clothes. Like, oh my God, what happened? Yo, he ripping up his clothes. Like, what's going on? Let's hit verse 11. 11 to 12.
Verse 11. Israel has sinned, and they have also and Slakia. Israel have sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the children of Israel cannot stand before their enemies, but turn their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you any more, except ye destroy the accursed from among you.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. I feel like this story fit this whole situation so bad, so much because when we touch the accursed thing, the Most High God says, "Yo, I can't be around you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even defend you when we touching the accursed things. We touch those things that violate us, that put us, that defile us. Most High God says, yo, you got filthy rags, yo. I gotta back up all. I want to hug you. I want to keep you in my embrace, but yo, you feel nasty. Ugh. Like he literally looking at us like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go and vote if you want to. The Most High God like, yo, what's wrong with you? You touching an accursed thing, man.
Slakia.
Go ahead.
I want to bring this out real quick. This is First John, chapter 2, verse. Uh, I'll start at 15.
Mm-hmm.
So love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of flesh and the lust of eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Right? So the stuff that we're trying to be connected to, trying to vote, trying to be transgender, homosexual, whatever the case may be. That's all the stuff of the world, and that's why the Most High did what He did to the brothers and sisters out in Jericho, right? That's why He wasn't listening to them when right, the whole, I don't know if you want to call it country, city, town, whatever you want to call it. That's why they got their ass whooped by right? Because they was trying to live in the world.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I yield there. We can't do that. We can't do that.
We can't do that. Let's get 24 through 26 in that chapter 7 of Joshua. If you keep reading the accounts later on, after this, what we read, they end up coming back to Ida.
Right.
They end up knocking them off. Like, get out of here.
Yep. Chapter 8. Yep.
Yeah. Let's get that 24 to 26 in chapter 7.
24. And Joshua and Israel, and Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan, the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons.
Because he had a garment. He took a garment. Yeah. What do you get clothes for? It's a Babylonian. If you go into the accounts, it's a Babylonian style garment that he stole. He stole some gold. That gold's supposed to go to the Lord anyway for the, you know what I'm saying, for the whole congregation to support the mission that we was pushing. You know what I'm saying? But he taking stuff and hiding it. What are you doing? What are you taking garments for? You gonna dress up in your house? You're not gonna wear that around the Israelites.
Right.
You know, you gonna feel it? What you doing with that?
Wait, what you need that for?
What you know what
I'm saying? What you need that for?
Go ahead.
The wedge of gold, and his sons and his daughters, and his oxen and his asses and his sheep and his tent and all that he had, and they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones and burnt them with fire after they had stoned them with stones.
Yo, they only didn't just stone him, they burnt him with fire afterwards. Not only him, but his family. What else? His oxen, his sheep, his ass, everything that he had. His son, yo, you could be the downfall of your whole bloodline, the whole family line, but not going after by touching the accursed thing. You better watch that. Hit 26.
And they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So the Lord turned from the fierceness of his anger. Wherefore the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor until this day.
Yo, I love y'all. I love the brothers in my camp, love the sisters in the congregation. I love all of y'all who've been in the chat watching this class. But the fact of the matter is, the Most High God say, yo, that person right there got to go. I'm throwing a stone at your face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing whatever it is that I got to do to be on the Most High God's good side. I'm telling you that right now. Understand it, please. I'm doing what, and I hope you would do the same. And at the end of the day, tell you the truth. The spirit that I'm in right now, I really hope if I mess up that bad, the Most High God say kill that man.
Yeah.
I'm praying for forgiveness in my next life, man. Like, yo, let me go. Like, we got to save Israel. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that kind of mind state at the end of the day, man.
Yeah.
Man. All right. So I want to get, yo, listen, you know how I be. Second Esdras 14 and 13. I'm gonna start running through some precepts, y'all. Second Esdras 14 and 13. It says, now therefore set thine house in order and improve thy people. Comfort such of them that be in trouble and renounce corruption. Hey, listen, this is what we got to do. We got to set our house in order. We got to do better. We got to renounce the corruption. Had a conversation about that the other day. I'm into the frame of mind in renouncing the actual deeds, but some brothers want to renounce the people. Listen, the Most High put that spirit on me, man. I'll be about that life too. So, do it. You know what I'm saying? Check the people. If that's what the spirit that's on you, do it. The Most High God's giving you a spirit, do it. Better do it. If that's the spirit that's on you, don't wait for nobody else. Get it done. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather attack doctrine right now, but Most High put that spirit on me. That's what's going to happen. Those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. But hey, oh man, I'm gonna continue reading on that a little bit more. Second Esdras 14 and 14. Let go from thee the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. The weak nature is following after everybody else. The strong nature is being different, being set apart. That's a strong-minded person. Because you have to be strong to be different in this way. It's very easy for me to go buy and sell on a Sabbath day, on a Saturday. Go to the club a Friday night. It's easy for me to do all of that. But it's different for me to study the Bible and read and stay sitting here with y'all talking about God or going out there to teach the people and not spending no money. You know what I'm saying? It's different. And that's why we got to put off that weak nature, man. Verse 15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee and haste thee to flee from these times. We got to flee from the times that's coming, the time that's right now, all the abominations and the worst times that are going to come. Verse 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So we got to understand, man, greater evils are to come. You know what I'm saying? Greater abominations, greater atrocities are gonna come unto this earth. Listen, Luke 12 and 32, it says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. He wants to give it to us. 2 Peter 3 and 9, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering towards us, not willing that any should perish, but that we shall all come to repentance. Yo, the Most High God is a patient God. How come we can't be patient and understanding of him? We can't lose our patience. We can't lose our endurance running to the here and now, what we may see. Ringtones on this phone. Hey, let's see what else I want to bring out for y'all. Hey, I'm gonna get this real quick, right? The book of Matthew 24 and 46. Start there. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in the hour that he was not aware, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Hey, we got to watch out for that. We got to watch out for that, for our impatience and our lack of endurance. Because there's going to come a time, if we don't endure, if we're not ready, you know what I'm saying, Christ will come back. He's going to catch us slipping. So we got to stay grounded on that. All right, this is my ending out precepts. Damn, a lot of ending out precepts. This is my ending out precepts for the lesson, right? 2 Peter 1 and 2. I'm going to start there and I'm going to read it down to verse 10 in that 2 Peter. Let me bring you back up. Hey, I need you to grab me 2 Corinthians 1 and 21. And if you can hold 1 Timothy 6 also. All right. So 2 Peter 1 and 2, it says, grace and peace be multiplied unto you through the knowledge of God and of our Lord. So that grace, the grace period that we have, and peace can be multiplied through that knowledge and wisdom of the Most High God. Even might be stressful at times, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this society. But I'm sure in my decision, I'm at peace in my decision to stay away from the accursed thing because of the knowledge of the Most High God. Y'all get it? And according as his divine power has given unto us all things that pertain to life, godliness through the knowledge of him that have called us to glory and virtue, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped corruption that is in the world through lust. Man, we can escape the corruption of this world, lusting after these other nations and other people's things, man, the accursed things. Verse 5. And besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to your knowledge temperance, your temperance patience, and patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and brotherly kindness charity. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Mashiach Yahushua. But he that lack of these things is blind. You lack patience, you lack virtue, you lack brotherly love, temperance, you lack those things, you blind. You know what I'm saying? Lack these things are blind and cannot see far off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. The only real election it is electing the Most High God in Christ. But you can be elected because we are the elect, like I brought out earlier at the beginning of this lesson. We are the elect. And we have to make our calling and election sure by following the path that the Most High God set for us. We can't make our calling and election sure following the path of others. We'll never get where we need to be. Let's get that. Let me get that 2 Corinthians 1 and 21 and 22.
God. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21. Now he which established
2 Corinthians chapter 1 and 21. You're reading the right thing though.
2 Corinthians 1 and 21. Now he which establishes us with you in Christ, and have anointed us in God, who hath also sealed us and given the earnest of the Spirit in our hearts.
Hey, listen, we follow out the Most High God, man. We are sealed. There's some people that's never gonna be able to come out of the Most High God's grip because you're sealed already. So let's move as if we're sealed. This is a part of making your calling and election sure. We all fall short. We talked about that earlier. We all fall short. We got to move better moving forward, man.
Verse 23. Moreover,
you want that? You want 23?
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I don't want that. Let me get 1 Timothy 6, 11 and 12.
1 Timothy. First Timothy 6 and 11. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
That's right, man. We got to continue to fight that good fight. You know what I'm saying? We have to continue to fight. We did that lesson. What was it? The conditions of the battle. You know what I'm saying? And rejecting the accursed thing, even though it looks good and shiny, it look like it fits you well. You know what I'm saying? You really interested in how it feels and how it tastes and how it looks and all of that, how it smells, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight that good fight and stay away from those things. You know what I'm saying? Because those things can lead to our downfall, which is death and destruction, not just for you, but for your whole family and your nation. You see what happened. You see what happened in the book of Joshua. Now, this is my last precept. You got something? The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 12 through 15. You got it? Yeah.
Colossians 3, verse 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness.
Mm-hmm.
And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful.
So listen, I know this is kind of like saying the same thing over and over again, but this is how we become the elect. This is how we get elected into office. We get to make policies. We get to set agendas that's not abominations. We get to be put in those positions where our oppressors and our freaks are in right now. You know what I'm saying? We have to move this way so we can set the law and set this world in order. All praise to the Most High God, man. That's the end of my lesson. I hope y'all was edified, man. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed talking to y'all. Shaquat, man, you came right on time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, bro. Like, I enjoyed it, man.
God, all praises, man.
Hey, once you got something?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say once again, I'll be in North Carolina and in Greensboro this next weekend. I'll be out there. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be out there Friday for New Moon. We're gonna do the New Moon out of the school. And I don't know what we're teaching, but we're gonna be teaching something. We might just be moving the spirit. I don't know. But definitely I got something I'm gonna be going through with you, the start of this series that I'm working on at the school on Sabbath morning brew. So we're gonna be there. If y'all can pull up, be glad to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen y'all in a little minute, some of y'all for a minute. So I miss y'all, I love y'all, I'd love to see y'all. If y'all don't know where the school is at, y'all can hit me up. Judah to get that address. I don't think we have it in here. We should. I don't know why we don't, but I don't see it. But all praise to the Most High God, man. So I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. Hey, we're gonna be downtown in Atlanta today at camp. Hopefully, start about no later than 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be out there for sure. So we hope to see people in Atlanta. Y'all gonna be in Cali?
Yeah. No, actually, no, we're not doing camp today.
Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Stay girded up, you know what I'm saying? And with that, your brother Aharon.
Yo, Shaquat B. Judah.
Hey man, this has been Sabbath Morning Brew. We love y'all family, man. Stay girded, man, and shalom.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music.